Hello, Marcus again at Fair Deal, here with another barnstormer of a video, as they always are. Today is a particular barnstormer of a video in that I'm here with John Pullan from Roland, and we're with the new Roland TD17 drum kit. There's a lot to talk about and get through, which I'm sure everyone will get their teeth into over the coming weeks. But yeah, we'll just go through a couple of the different points about the kit. So it replaces the TD11, right?
Correct, yeah. So we've got three models. This is the KVX, which is a top end model. The models just vary in pad configuration, so you can look at the website and find those configurations out. But this, like I say, is the 17KVX, and the great thing about this particular model is that there's three new pads. If you're a V-Drums fan, you'll look at this straight away and you'll probably be able to spy some differences. I think the first one, Marcus, is the PDX12, the new snare pad. What did you think of it?
I thought it was great. I was playing it earlier on, and I think it's fantastic to be playing an electronic pad that is kind of full size in kind of this level of kit. Normally that's something that would only be afforded to something like obviously the TD50.
Sure.
And yeah, I think it's a wicked upgrade. Long time coming, in my opinion. But yeah, I think it's a great upgrade.
It's got this rim on it as well, which makes the playing really real. It makes you feel like you're playing an acoustic drum, which is what you want really. So besides that and the size, it's 2-ply again, so all 2-ply heads. And then besides the new snare pad, we have a newly improved kick pad, which is the KD10. A little bit quieter and it's sturdier as well, so it's been reinforced in its build so that it barely moves. You can really get into that. And then the third pad, which is new on this kit, is the VH10, which is a brand new hi-hat pad. And for a kit at this level, it's exciting that you can now have a pad that fits to an acoustic hi-hat stand. And I think you'll probably agree that those three elements, kick, snare, hats, they're the ones that you want to be focusing on.
Yeah, they're definitely the most important bits, and I find with electronic kits, the kind of the thing that it is important to get right is, like you said, exactly that. This kick drum is amazing. The way that you can lay into it, it is, it's like playing like a 22 or something. In fact, slightly better.
That's the idea.
I'm gonna have to go home now and make my 22 feel like this pad.
Or you could just buy one of these.
I could just buy one of these. Yeah.
What do you think of the sounds?
I think they're great. Every single time. I mean, it's that thing that musicians release albums and they say that their latest album's the best one.
Yeah.
And every time something comes out, I remember the TD30 came out and I thought the sounds are fantastic. I was like, how can they possibly do any better than this? How can it be any more realistic than this? And it consistently is. Again, I could be fooled into thinking that this was the sound of a real acoustic kit from miles away, which I think is important. But most importantly, it plays like a real acoustic kit as well.
Absolutely. Well, we've actually developed sounds from the TD50 prismatic sound engine, which is why you hear more detail. So when you're playing more nuances than ever before are picked up, whether you're a chopstick drummer like yourself or whether you're a basic drummer, that is important. So the sounds have been developed from the prismatic sound engine. But what's exciting about this module is that if that's not enough for you, then you can now put your own samples on via SD card, which we've borrowed that from TD50. We've not had it at this price point before, so that's now an exciting new tool for anybody who's a learner who buys this kit, who can now start to experiment with sampling as well.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, and I think seeing the way that a lot of people now are using kind of electronics and using hybrid setups and things, again, I think that's a really important feature. And there's a Bluetooth thing in it as well, right?
Yeah, another exciting feature. If you notice, there's like a little gap on the top of the module there, and that's to put your smartphone. Because you can now stream audio wirelessly from your smartphone straight to the module. So that means if you want to play along to your favourite songs, etc., it's just so much easier. It's wireless. It's Bluetooth is a common thing now, and it just makes life so much simpler.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's really good. Obviously, playing through the kits and things, haven't really got into the clicks and the coaching and the songs and all that kind of thing on the previous models. There was some fun stuff you could do in there, so is that kind of...
Yeah, it's evolved, yeah, so editing is, there's more options now, which is great. As regards to coaching, we've got the standard Roland coach feature on there, which we believe are really powerful. It's important to add into this module because this kit we think is going to be purchased by the drum student, and they're all on there, which is good. And then also click settings, just as you'd expect. You know, you've got your metronome in there, and then you can edit that however you want to your you know, required taste, whether you like 5/4, 9/11, or a standard 4/4.
Absolutely. And the other thing that I kind of noticed with this in particular, I mean, I'm seeing it with a lot of kind of electronic modules and things. People are trying to make it as simple and as streamlined as possible, and that can lead to fewer buttons and more really annoying sub-menus and things. Personally, like, you know, we joked about it earlier, I just kind of hit drums. That is what I do. I don't like to mess around with loads of different menus and shift and blah blah blah, and here it all seems to be kind of really easily laid out. You've got, I mean, you guys can't see it, but you've got individual buttons for all of the different individual features that are, you know, simple and tactile and nice to press.
Absolutely, yeah. Like I say, as a drummer, you just want, you know, the easiest way to get your favourite sound as quick as possible. So that's the way that this has been designed. So there's a nice jog wheel with buttons around it, which allows you to do things like select your kicks, access to coaching features, access to metronome, and then for the editing, everything's on an individual button. So you can hit the button. Nice LCD display now. LCD display will show you a picture of the instrument you're editing, and then you can use the jog wheel to edit it. So it's very user friendly. It's a very good looking module, and I think that people are really going to enjoy this.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, it physically looks, you know, there are some little subtle touches and things on it, like commented on, you know, even kind of the rubber around the pads and things like that. It all feels much more substantial. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool there, man. What are you doing, guys? What are you doing?
I was just seeing what you're doing.
We're just talking about the Roland.
Oh, is it here?
Yeah, this is it.
Oh, cool.
What are you doing then?
I wanted to be in the video.
Oh. But do you want to tell them it's the end?
Okay. Okay, so by the time this video lands, we'll have these kits in store and available on our website as well, www.fairdealmusic.co.uk. Come and speak to us, come and check it out and see what you think.